Okay, now imagine that you get a lot of customer feedback, a huge volume of customer feedback coming your way from multiple sources. Now, all of this customer feedback is basically, just raw text. Now, what you want to do is you want to take all of this customer feedback and organize them based on your own business context. What if I tell you all of this can be completely automated using AI? Yes, you heard it right. And today I'm going to introduce you to something called as AI Autofills in Olvy. Let's see how it works. Alright, so here I have a data set. If you want to get started with AI Autofills, all you need to do is you can just get inside the workspace settings. In the feedback section, go into the customer properties. Now over here, we have something called as create property. Now, custom properties are nothing but the way we have designed Olvy is that we don't come with biases of how you should be arranging the data. But the idea is that you can, bring in your own structure. You can bring in your own organizational ways to, categorize or sort of enrich your feedback the way you want it to be, right? So one of the things that we have over here is custom properties. Over here, we are introducing two new types. So one is select and one is multi-select, which is basically the AI autofill. Now with select, you give one value and get it attached with a particular feedback. Multi-select is nothing but it's like if there's a feedback and you want like multiple values to be attached to those feedback, is something that you can do with select and multi-select. So over here, I have created like two AI autofills over here. So now if I go and let's say go to edit property, so all you need to do is basically just give context to Olvy AI about what kind of value and categorization that you actually want. Now, for example, over here, I have given community and support team. So this is basically a team-based categorization is what I've created. Now here, all I need to do is like, just need to give the value name, what is the name of this team. And over here, I've given the context saying that this team is at the forefront of user interactions. They handle social features, user communities, and directly addresses customer issues and queries. So any these kind of feedback or any feedback that is mentioning around customer support or issues, it should automatically get categorized with community and support team, right? So that's basically the idea. Now over here, what I'll do is I'll just create a new team, which would be, let's say, technical and performance team, which is nothing but a tech team. So anything that is related to bugs or features or the app not working or anything like that, it should automatically go to this particular team. So I'll just quickly go and add this value. Now, because this is a new category that I've added, so now all I need to do is also get it checkmarked saying like apply this property to existing feedback in your workspace, so that we basically go through all of your feedback and see if any of the feedback is coming under the technical and performance team. I'll just quickly go and save this, right? And let's say in the feedback category, I want to introduce something else. So here I have a couple of them. So for example, customer support, offline and downloading. So by the way, this is like super useful. Let's say you got a new feature that is out and you want to see like all the customer feedback that is coming over there. So what you can actually do is you can create these kind of properties inside Olvy by explaining like, okay, if any of the feedback is talking about this feature, please tag it with this, right? So that way you can also go back to all your new launches and see what your users are actually talking about and automatically categorize it. But for now, let me just create another example over here. So for example, let's say I want to categorize every feedback that is talking about pricing or subscription in general to get auto categorized with subscription and pricing tag. So what I'll do is I'll just quickly go and explain this. So I've written like thoughts about cost effectiveness, offerings of different plans and overall pricing strategy. If any of this is basically being mentioned or being talking about in any of the feedback, automatically go and categorize it with subscription and pricing, right? So I'll just quickly go and add this value. Again, I need to, ask Olvy AI to go through all my feedback. So keeping it as checked and quickly go and save this. So now this is how AI autofill, basically you can go and create it. Again, all you need to do is just click on create property and go and create select and multi-select properties in AI autofill properties. In this case, team is basically a select property, whereas feedback category is multi-select. I'll just quickly go back and go to feedback section. what I'll do is I'll just quickly create a feedback manually over here. Now, what I'll do is I'll just quickly, paste this feedback that is out there. This is the best music app ever, right? So there's some good things that it is talking about, but what I'll do is I'll just quickly go and create this feedback. You would have noticed that there's no context that I've given to it, right? It is just going to be the text. Awesome. So now if I go and open this feedback, this automatically sort of gotten added from, like, for the team. It is about the content and media team, because it was talking about the app enjoys the music and stuff like that. And over here I did have a category of user experience and navigation, aesthetics or design. So it is talking about the design, so it automatically sort of understood and auto categorized it. Again, this is nothing prescribed by Olvy. This is something that you bring in your business context, and based on that, Olvy understands each of the feedback and go and categorize it for you. It becomes so much easier for you to categorize all of this feedback and basically go and dissect the data based on that. Like, for example, now what you can do is you can filter out the feedback based on these categories. For example, I just want to see, let's say, what people are talking about advertisements, right? So I can just quickly go and apply filter. Now, every feedback that has been identified to fall under advertisements, it will start showing me those kind of data. But what I can do is I can just quickly go and generate a summary out of it, so that I can get a nuance of, okay, what is this 90 feedback is actually talking about, and what is exactly people are talking about when they are mentioning advertisements. All right, so the summary has been started over here. I think people are talking about excessive ads and limited functionality in free version, which seems fair. Some users have reported that despite paying for a premium subscription, they still encounter ads, which is a major thing, right? This is going to be a very breaking stuff for any kind of app where the user has already paid, but people are still encountering those ads. These kind of nuance is what you can understand using Olvy's AI. And yeah, this is how easy it is going to be to, taking a raw text and quickly go and dissect the data by AI Autofills. So hope you love this video and the feature that we have launched. If you like it, make sure to go and sign up and actually try this out. All right, see you soon. Bye bye.